Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Mixtape Moth, and today I'm gonna hit y'all with my list of the 10 best rappers of 2021. Let's get to it. Alright, so this list was inspired after reading the annual B-Dot list, which as usual sparked outrage in both the underground and commercial hip hop circles. B-Dot left off some important people as expected, but I'm not even gonna trip or have fake outrage over his list because he really doesn't seem to be tapped into underground hip hop all like that. And that's fine, but the reality is that underground artists have put out better albums or songs than commercial artists have for the past 2 years straight. You know, a lot of the bigger named artists have unfortunately put out mid projects in 2021. Now, onto my actual top 10 list, which I have based on skill set, output, and the quality of the music itself. It's not like these 10 artists are the only people that I listen to, but I did really want to highlight them for the quality MCing work that they put in this year. For number one, I have Ransom. So Ransom put out 2 great solo projects and a joint album with Streetz. All of his verses and features have been fire and MVP worthy, and this is a continuation of what Ransom did last year as far as spitting these elite level raps. Even though he's a vet in the game, he still raps like he's got something to prove. Number 2, Streetz. Rome also put out a multitude of projects, all of which were of high quality, although I didn't hear his one with Uncle John. 2 of Rome's solo projects made my end of the year list. Throughout the year, he really impressed me with his pen game and strong work ethic. Although Streetz is still relatively young, he's proven himself to hold his own and go bar for bar with some of the best in the game. Number 3, I have Conway the Machine. So Conway continued to get busy in 2021, much like he did in 2020. He put out 2 solid projects and had a ton of features. 2 things that really stand out with Conway is his unique wordplay and his very nimble flow, which I feel was unmatched at the moment. Number 4, Nas. So this Queensbridge veteran and legend has released 2 albums this year with Hit Boy. His King's Disease 2 made it into my top 5 albums of 2021. And his new one, Magic, just dropped last night. It sounds really impressive so far, and I can't wait to dive into that one later today. While some have argued that Nas may not be rapping as crisp as he did in 1996, he's still putting out strong verses and very cohesive bodies of work, and his popularity and relevance is through the roof in 2021. It would be next to impossible for one to legitimately argue why Nas should not appear on this list. Number 5, J. Cole. It seemed like J. Cole has been his most focused and really on it in 2021. I was a fan of his off-season album and thought he had some dope features throughout the year. I just really like the creative zone that he is in now and the energy and hunger that he brought with him in 2021. Number 6, I got Lil Wayne. Even though Lil Wayne did not drop a solo album this year, he was a complete monster on the feature front. Many of his greatest verses this year have been with traditional East Coast boom bap artists, and I feel they have inspired Wayne to focus on trying to be the best again. Number 7, Benny the Butcher. So Benny has walked that fine line between underground and commercial artists for the past 2 years now, but this year he received even more notoriety and feature slots from some of the biggest artists in the game. Benny put out 2 EPs which were generally praised. He also had a prolific feature run, and he's an artist who is living out his dreams at the moment, receiving love from both mainstream and underground fans alike. Number 8, Boldy James. So whether you are a fan of his slow delivery or not, Boldy is a talented street lyricist with a mean pen game. He and The Alchemist have not missed as a duo, and Boldy put out 2 really great albums this year and had a sizable amount of features as well. As far as painting a picture with attention to detail, Boldy is one of the best at it. Number 9, Mach-Hommy. So Mach-Hommy dropped a critically acclaimed Pray for Haiti, as well as the great Balance Cho EP in 2021. He also didn't shy away from features. Mach-Hommy has really proven himself to be a well-rounded rapper with a unique pen who is able to create colorful and distinct vibes with each new project. Number 10, Papoose. And let me stress that I feel no one on this list has been more prolific in 2021 than Papoose. This year, he did exactly what Flea Lord did in 2020 by releasing one project per month. But the thing is, he's more of a skilled lyricist than Flea Lord, so all of Papoose's bars have been done at a high level. And while I didn't hear every mixtape or EP that he dropped this year, and I don't always love his production choices, I know he remained relevant and didn't drop one whack verse. It's great to see Papoose rejuvenated and still going so hard at this point in his career. Now for the honorable mentions, because there are a few more artists who put in major work this year that I feel should be highlighted or receive a shout out. And the first I'll name is Styles P. He's the ever consistent MC who puts out the best solo releases from the Locks. Now in 2021, Styles P put out 2 good albums, although my favorite was his one with Havoc. He also had a plethora of features, and I can see why someone can make a strong case for why Styles P should be on this list. I also want to highlight Lloyd Banks. His Cudi album was well received and could be looked at as a comeback album or a reintroduction for his younger fans, and Lloyd Banks killed all of his features throughout the year as well. Next, I'm going to go down south to Memphis, Tennessee, and give a shout out to Key Glock, who is not on the same level lyrically as any of the aforementioned artists on this list, let's be clear. However, Key Glock does rap. He doesn't do the auto-crooning or harmonizing, so he just raps in this simple trap-like cadence, but it's just authentically Memphis. Now, Key Glock dropped a solid solo album this year, as well as his Dumb and Dumber 2 collaboration with the late, great Young Dolph, so RIP to Young Dolph. There was also ESTG, who had a pretty impressive year. This Louisville, Kentucky rapper signed to CMG has been putting out high quality trap music. He's released 2 albums that were heavily embraced by the streets. So while his bars aren't mind-blowing, they do come across as confident, cold-blooded, and authentic. It's also hard to leave out the following: RJ Payne, Hus Kingpin, Mozzie, Pooh Shiesty, and Moneybagg Yo, because they all got busy and did their thing this year. But that was my list of the top 10 best rappers for 2021. Feel free to drop your top 10 in the comment section below. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out, but be sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. As always, it's peace and blessings. Top 10 rappers 2021 1.